Hello, commanders, generals, presidents, whatever you'd like to call yourselves. General Demetrius coming back at you with another update with this World War Z playthrough with Greece. As you can see, there's all-out chaos going on in the Middle East, in the peninsula, near Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Syria, and then we're going deeper into Saudi Arabia. You can see there's a lot of units going on. This is a joint task force going in just to take out the hordes that are in just the area of the Middle East. We have taken out most of them in Israel, Jordan, and Iraq, and we're starting to move deeper into the territory where the Undead have taken over. My forces have been allocated to take over Israel, the Syria region, and Jordan, and going a little deeper towards Egypt, but I will not fight Egypt anytime soon. And then my allies, Romania up here in the middle, he is going into Iraq. And then you see Italy down here of his forces coming into the Kuwait area, going to come around into Saudi Arabia. That being said, we can show you guys the progress of what is going on with our coalition. You can see that we've taken all of Turkey. We have taken the Caucasus area with Georgia and Armenia and some other areas. We've taken over all of Ukraine, Belarus, parts of eastern or western Russia. Everyone went deeply into Russia. We've taken Poland, Germany, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Portugal, many other places, and we have all of Europe. It is ours except for the Balkans up here. Finland, he is an ally of ours. He is in the process of joining our coalition, and he will join us very quickly. And he has taken most of Russia, and he's going to destroy the hordes that's in Russia, and he might go on a collision course with Japan at some point. Right now, no war in this area. You can see all this red. All the red here is the undead. They have taken a lot of Asia, all of Korea, parts of Russia here. It hasn't spilled over into Indonesia or anything like that yet. It has parts of India. And then of course, very entrenched in Africa. You can see all of these cities that are hives. And then we have this mighty force of the South American coalition, which our powerful ally Italy has already infiltrated and has some lands here, but I know he's having a hard time. There's hordes in this land and he's fighting against enemies of Bolivia, Brazil, Venezuela, and Colombia. That is what is the outlook on the situation and what's going on right now. As far as Greece, looking at Greece alone, if you are to play as Greece, make sure that you take over Turkey as soon as possible. We'll have allies to help you to get more land and get more cities to help your economy. I have taken most of it. Parts of it I split with my allies. Move into Syria, Israel as soon as possible. I also did come into Crimea and moved into southern Ukraine, came into the Donetsk region, took Kharkiv and some of Russia up here, and spilled down into the Caucasus and came from the north into the Middle East. While I was coming through the Middle East, came through Turkey on a two-pronged attack against the undead, because that is our main enemy, and we do not want them to spread anymore. And that is the big tip about this game. If you're playing World War Z, your objective, of course, is to get as many cities and take out enemies of yours, but your biggest enemy will be the undead, and they spread like crazy. You need to make sure you take out these hives. So you see here in Kuwait City, here is a hive. If you look at what it is, it is a city at the lowest morale. It's at 0%. When a city is at 0% and it's a hive, that means it's actually the strongest for the zombies, and there can be more zombies spawning there more frequently. If you are to take out the cities that zombies control, you want to use units that are good against hard targets, because zombies are technically hard targets. They aren't soft targets like infantry. I can show you an example if I click over here, and I believe I saw some zombies over here. So let's click on one here, some zombies. They have 18 hit points, just one unit. And you look at them, you want to make sure that you read that undead are deemed as hard targets, as conventional handheld firearms are proven ineffective against them. So you want to use things like mortars with your advanced infantry. You want to use your strike fighters, your attack helicopters, artillery, maybe some tanks if you have some. That's what I would recommend to take them out. Best thing really to eradicate them is artillery, to keep them at a distance before they get close to your troops. And also any aircraft will make short work of them, and that's what I would use, and that's what I'd recommend. Lastly, let's look at the research of Greece that we have so far. For my motorized infantry, I have them leveling up to the upgrade of the engine 2, and then I will have the mortars next. For any armored units, I have no armor units at this time. I have no need for them. For right now, I have the towed artillery at level 3, which is a pretty good unit to be at level 3. Then I have my mobile anti-air vehicles at level 2. I will level up these a little bit more. And then, no helicopters. I do have strike fighters at level 3, planning on leveling them up to level 4 and maybe 6 at some point. And then I have heavy bombers at level 1, currently upgrading level 2. I probably might go all the way to level 6 to get these guys because I want to fight the South American Coalition well. And then for my naval, I only have corvettes. I'm going to level these up a little bit more for defensive purposes. Now, the nice thing is I'm in a coalition. You can see my coalition here. Let's go to the alliance. You have Italy, United Kingdom, Romania. We're all active players, and Italy is our naval player. Romania is our land player. He has mini tanks, so I'm going to take the role of aircraft. So what I'm going to be doing is focusing on my heavy bombers. I might do stealth ones, the Blackbird, and then have my strike fighters and maybe level up possibly if I have the resources. I don't want to be spread too thin on how many things I'm spending resources on, but I might produce a little bit of air superiority fighters, maybe up to level 3, possibly, to be realistic. That's the update for today, guys. Hope you enjoy the series with the World War Z playthrough. Let me know what your thoughts are, and please subscribe, like this video to help the channel grow, and I'll talk to you next time.